Praise the Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Hey, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Scope Coat, they keep you covered, Indian Creek Shooting Systems, world-class choke tubes, and Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Hey, welcome back to this week's edition of Hunting God's Country, and come along as Mike Priestmeyer goes to New Mexico on an elk hunt. Host Larry Graber running the camera with him. Looks like an exciting time.
My name's Mike Priestmeyer. I live in Arkansas. We're out here in New Mexico hunting elk. It's 1st of October. It's like the 5th, 6th of October, and we're going to try to hunt these hills and see if we can find us something around here. There's a few of them scattered around, and it's kind of open country, but there's lots of bull and lots of elk around. It ought to make a good hunt. I sure hope so. Big country.
On the way out to get some lunch, we've spotted some pretty good antelope. Take a look at these.
We're in New Mexico, sitting on a water hole. We've seen some elk here this morning. It's the first evening of the hunt. We're hoping to kill a big one.
If you want performance like that out of your shotgun, get a choke tube by Indian Creek Shooting Systems. Since 2006, in the National Steel Target Championships hosted by the NWTF, they have won 34 out of the possible 45 world championships and currently hold 3 world records. If you want to get the most out of your shotgun, get a choke tube by Indian Creek Shooting Systems.
Hey, basically every hunting situation we have proper clothing and hats and things. If it's raining or cold, we put a coat on. You know, why not for our optics? You know, Scope Coat makes over 50 standard size optic scope covers. From muzzle loaders to our long range rifles, shotgun scopes, even pistol scopes, and a wide variety of binocular covers. That's why on every outing, we here at God's Country never go out without our Scope Coat.
The birthplace of hunting memories that last a lifetime. MountainMeadowsHunting.com. Hey folks, great meals start with great ingredients, and we have them right here at SouthernMostMaple.com. Check it out, Puff's Virginia barbecue sauces, our maple syrup here from Southern Most Maple, and all of our apple butter, sugar and no sugar added. And our newest seasoning, Puff's Majestic Maple, we use in a lot of our recipes. Hey, check us out. Again, SouthernMostMaple.com. And you heard it from Camp Chef, Cooking with Puff.
Welcome back to Hunting God's Country.
Hey, welcome back to this week's edition of Camp Chef Cooking with Puff. And we got a meatless recipe today, but it is surely good. We're going to be grilling up some fresh vegetables out of the garden, squash, zucchini, Roma tomatoes, onions, mushrooms, whatever you may have, and it works great. It makes a wonderful side dish, or you can make a main meal out of it. We're going to start with some of our nice squash we've just picked, And we'll trim them up, ends off of it. And it's a little bit big, so we're going to cut it in half. And we're going to slice it again in fairly decent sized chunks. Add it to our mixture. And we've done the same already with zucchini, with onion. Got a few whole Roma tomatoes in there, or cherry tomatoes work very, very well if they're available. We like to grill this stuff up. All right, we've got our mixture all chopped up here. Fresh vegetables out of our garden. They're wonderful. Now what we're going to do with it is we're going to go ahead and take some of our Majestic Maple, Puff's Majestic Maple, and we use that a lot. And we're going to sprinkle some on. Now, depending on how many vegetables you've got, how much you need. This is pretty powerful stuff, so you'll have to experiment and see how you like it. Just coat it just a little bit so that you can see a little bit of the spice on all the vegetables. Okay, great. Got a little bit of melted butter. You can use olive oil. You don't have to use anything, but this kind of helps give the vegetables a little bit of flavor, helps them to keep from sticking. We're going to dump some of that in. Again, as much as you got vegetables, that's how much you need. We're going to stir that all up real nice. It's warm. The vegetables are kind of cool, so it'll start gelling up on them pretty quickly. So stir it up fast. Let's set. We're going to put this back into the refrigerator or somewhere cooler for an hour maybe, or half hour, depending on how much time you got. And I'm going to bring it back out. Got our grill preheating, and we're going to grill us up some fresh vegetables. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Hey, we've given our vegetables a little while in the cooler. Now we're back. We've got a grilling basket. They come in all shapes, sizes, and we're going to give it a light coat of non-stick spray just to help them out so they don't stick. And we're going to add our vegetables right to that basket. Come out. Okay. We're going to go to our grill box. We got it pretty warm, as you can see, and that's all right. Set our basket right on there. We're getting a little bit of the smoke flavor. Grilled, we'll start to get the vegetables warmed up. We'll keep them stirred as we go along. And our next step will be to add some of Puff's Virginia Blend barbecue sauce. This is optional. You can just take your vegetables like they are. They'll be wonderful. But if we add a little bit of this, it gives us a barbecued vegetable, makes it a little bit different. We'll just coat those and stir them up. We can hear the sizzle of our hot grill searing that sauce there, and also what's dripping through with the butter coming back, making a smoke to help give our vegetables a wonderful flavor as we grill. I like my vegetables with a little crunch, so I don't want to get them soggy and overcooked. So we're going to heat them up, get them good and hot all the way through, kind of sear this barbecue sauce on to make a wonderful glaze, and have some real fine eating here in just a few minutes.
I believe they're about done. A little bit glazed on the outside, good and warm, and still a little on the crunchy side, which is the way we like them. Let's go take a look.
Oh yeah. Looky there.
What a treat. Fresh grilled vegetables out of your garden. Always remember, let's give thanks for what the Lord has given us and be happy about it. Until next week, Camp Chef Cooking with Puff here. Enjoy. Camp Chef Cooking with Puff here. And we've been sharing our recipes with you for the last few years. And we'd like to turn things around a little bit. We'd like to ask for some help. So would you share some of your recipes with us You know, old family favorites that maybe the dog only knows the recipe. You know how it goes. Check us out, huntinggodscountry.com. Share some recipes with us. And when you do, each month we're going to choose a recipe and we're going to share some great, wonderful gifts with you that our sponsors will provide. And maybe you want to come and film a segment with Camp Chef Cooking with Puff and help us as we do that recipe. So check us out, huntinggodscountry.com, and share your recipes with us. We look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.
We did see an elk off in the timber, but we could not get him on film, and as the evening progressed around the water hole, we had hunters come in to check out the same water hole as we were hunting on. It's the way it works. Similar minds think the same thing. But on the way out, we ran into more antelope. Check out these brutes. Boy, these are some good goats. Pretty much a washout. Mike is back at it on day 3. The weather is much better and he's hoping to get into some elk.
We're in New Mexico, Unit 36, hunting elk. This is the 3rd day of our hunt. We started out the first day hunting a water hole and had quite a bit of sign and tracks and seen some elk. Seen a pretty decent 5x5. Just couldn't quite close the distance on him. And we went out in the afternoon and just about the same story. We seen them, just couldn't make it happen, couldn't get close enough. And the second day, we got into some bad weather and rain and storms, and it snowed up on the mountain. We've had quite a time. This is the 3rd day of the hunt, and it's starting to look a little better. The weather's better and a little bit windy, but that's all part of elk hunting. I'm hoping we can make something happen here shortly. I think it's going to be all right.
Shot at the elk, it was over 300 yards. Mike realized he didn't have any more quick loads with him. He had to go back to the truck and get some more loads. I continued to film the elk as he quickly moved back to the truck to find some more loads. Anyone who hunts knows how expensive guns and scopes are. A good scope can cost more than the gun itself. Therefore, it makes sense to get a good scope cover. Scope Coat makes a great scope cover. It not only protects against the rain and the sun, the dust, but it also keeps your scope from getting scratched and scarred up from day-to-day use. Whether you hunt with a rifle, muzzleloader, or a scope shotgun, protect your investment with a Scope Coat like I do.
birthplace of hunting memories that last a lifetime. MountainMeadowsHunting.com.
I'm Walter Parrott, and when it comes to my hunting equipment, only the very best will do. That's why the only choke tube you'll find in my turkey gun is the Black Diamond by Indian Creek Shooting Systems. Made in the USA, Indian Creek choke tubes are manufactured to exceed industry standard tolerances with computer numerically controlled machines. Made from certified steel alloy solid bars to produce the ultimate in barrel fit. If you're looking for the most consistent, densest pattern that your shotgun can give you, then there's only one choice. It's the Black Diamond by Indian Creek Shooting System.
Hey folks, great meals start with great ingredients, and we have them right here at southernmostmaple.com. Check it out, Puffs Virginia barbecue sauces, our maple syrup here from Southern Most Maple, and all of our apple butter, sugar and no sugar added. And our newest seasoning, Puffs Majestic Maple, we use in a lot of our recipes. Hey, check us out, again, southernmostmaple.com. And you heard it from Camp Chef, Cooking with Puff.
Man, is he shooting blanks or what? In Mike's defense, he was shooting long range with a muzzleloader. Over 300 yards to begin with. He even moved up to 250 yards, but that's still a long shot with the muzzleloader. He's not discouraged. He's ready to keep after him.
Making a good shot. Wes Hulvey here again to share a nugget of hope from God's Word. The only thing standing between you and that trophy buck is making a good shot. You know, we make decisions each and every day, some life-changing, others not so much. There is one decision that changes everything, including where you'll spend eternity. John 3:16 says that God loved the world so much that He sent His only Son, that whoever believes in Him would not perish but have everlasting life. Have you made that decision? Romans 10:9 says if we confess Jesus as Lord and believe in our heart that God raised Him from the dead, we will be saved. That one decision is the most important decision of all. Have you made it? Have you made that life-changing decision to accept Christ as your Savior? If not, you can today. Be sure to check out huntinggodscountry.com to find out more great resources of how you can follow Christ as Lord of your life.
Six by 7. New Mexico. What a deal.
Mike, that's a pretty nice elk there, man.
It's a good
job.
Tickled to death.
Oh, man, yeah. That's awesome.
My 6th elk.
Good elk. Shot him with
50 caliber Triumph.
Thompson Center Triumph, 50 caliber muzzleloader, New Mexico, black powder season, unit 36.
156 yards.
Yep. Drilled it. Beautiful.
That'll work.
Congratulations, man. Awesome.
It's October the 6th. It's the 3rd day of the hunt. We've seen some elk. It's been a little tough. Had some other hunters bump us a little bit. But this one paid off, and seen him and shot him, and then seen one a little bit bigger than him. But this one will definitely work. It's about 8:45 in the morning. He was with a bunch of cows, and we put him on the ground. Another one for the wall. This will be my 4th trip to New Mexico and the 4th bull. So I'm tickled to death. First one with a muzzleloader. We've got to go to work now and get him out of here. What a bull. Tickled to death. It's so heavy you can't hardly move. That's not bad for 8:45 in the morning.
Hey, thanks for watching this week, and we'll see you next week right here on Hunting God's Country. Hey, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Scope Coat, they keep you covered, Indian Creek Shooting Systems, world-class choke tubes, and Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors.